Hi and welcome back. Today I will be sharing my setup video for May in my mini dory from Coco Daisy. And I'm starting with removing the staples. And I am actually copycatting John Rush on this because I am going to remove the craft paper on the outside and replace it with one of the papers from the planner main kit. And I am poking holes or reinforcing the holes, perhaps. And then I have chosen this lovely paper. I knew from the start that I needed to use this as my cover, and I'm cutting it to size using both my paper guillotine and my paper trimmer. I have just slightly traced the size from the craft paper that was already on the dory, and that is what I'm using to cut it to size. And then I am going to score the paper in the middle so it bends over easily, and I'm actually going to score it 3 times so it bends over smoothly. And then I bring out a book and a piece of cardboard because I am going to poke holes again in the previously poked holes so that I can sew the whole things together. And then it's just a matter of bringing out needle and a thread and just put the whole thing together. And I don't know, I like the look of it, and I think it's easier to sew it together than to, try to staple it together. And here's a bit of confession. I managed to turn the whole thing upside down because, I wasn't paying attention, so I had to redo it, and I had to redo the holes. So if you see that there's a few too many holes on the outside, that's because, mistake. And then I just squish it a bit, make it smooth, and the cover is finished for now. The next thing I wanted to do was to try out some of my inks that I wanted to use this month. The color theme is purple and green, as you might see, and I think I also have some blue mixed into it. I wanted purple to be sort of my accent color this month. It was included in a couple of the details in the dory, so I thought that I just went with it. And then I'm just going to prepare my weekly spreads like I always do. And I use that ink test to sort of see what I like most together with each and every spread before choosing inks. So I got a little bit lazy this month, and I ordered a bit of stickers from 15 April, and I ordered a sheet with weekdays. So I thought that why not? Sometimes it's nice to be lazy, okay? So I didn't stamp out my stickers this month. I just cheated. And then I used those small round circled date stickers that came in the planner add-on kit. I just adore those stickers. They are perfect, perfect size for a mini dory. And I also use the date flags in my memory keeping. I'm not going to show you this in this video, but I can show you in another video. Then I am going to prepare my monthly overview, as I always do, and I use one of the daily pages from the personal pages, and I divide them into days using my favorite pen, a Pigma Micron, and this one is a 01. So I'm just tracing it and I'm just numbering it, and it's nothing fancy. I'm going to cut it out, and that's basically it. I really like having a month at a glance in my planner, and I find that this is a simple and kind of cute way to do it, and for me it really works, and it's easy enough to write on, and yeah, it really works for me. And let's be honest, you will never see me complain about having to do a bit of fussy cutting. So that's why I'm doing it. Okay. And ripping paper. I love ripping paper. So, and I'm trying to decide what page to put it in, so it won't be overpowered by a lot of surrounding stuff. And I find the page fairly quickly, and I just use a lot of glue because that's what I always do, and then I just put it down on my page. And of course it needs to be decorated a bit, so I put a one of the die cuts there, and I also use a couple of alpha stickers. These are from Panduro, I believe, and for you Swedes, there are also on those, which is awesome. Anyways, and the next section I am going to prepare is a travel plans section, because I'm going away again this month. I'm going to Stockholm Hobby and Crafts event, and of course I need to prepare for that, because I've never been to anything like it. I've never been to a crop, so I need to carefully plan what to bring, and all of the times and what to do, and all of those little things. So I'm making a to-do list that I'm going to put here in my planner, so that I know what has to be prepared before I go, or before I even get started on my packing. And this way I can just remove the list once I have gotten all of the information done. Something that I really liked that I included last month was a budget tracker, so I am preparing for that this month as well, and I am just going to stamp budget with a old set of stamps from Coco Daisy. I'm not sure that they're still in the store. I bought them like a couple of months ago when they released a bunch of old stuff that they found during their move, but I really like this size. I don't know why, I just did, and I like the look of them. And I'm also outlining them because that's also something that I wanted to do, because I don't know, it seemed to blend in too much with the background, I guess. And I'm just embellishing it with a couple of stickers from the add-on kit before moving on to something as simple as just stamping notes in white. And I'm flipping back to my budget section because I found some of the die cuts from the main scrapbooking kit from Domestic Bliss by Simple Stories, and I thought that it was fitting there. And if you have been following me on Instagram or on YouTube, you probably know that I couldn't just leave my cover as is. I just had to decorate it a bit. And I use one of the die cuts, and I layer it with a piece of paper that I had laying around from somewhere. I really liked how that sort of made it pop and not sink into the background too much. It gives it sort of a border, but not too, I don't know, it's a bit rugged but still nice, I guess. And I also use a bit of washi tape that I have torn into half because it was very wide from the beginning, and I use more of those purple stickers from Panduro, and also one of the hearts from the decorative sticker sheet from the main planner kit, and that's it. Also something that I saw, I can't remember who did it, but I saw someone use this first page for a goals section, and I thought it was awesome. I have been looking for ideas on how to use this first page. I used to use it for pre-planning, but I have gotten a insert from the Midori company, so I had to find a way to utilize those. And 3 golds I find is a nice amount for 1 month. Yeah, in the middle I'm going to place the transparency that came in the planner add-on, and I'm just adhering it with a bit of washi tape and cutting roughly around the edges. And I thought that because this is my meal planning section, and I thought that it would be nice to, place a bit of sticky notes there, and also I can, whenever I'm going to write my grocery list, I can just place my grocery list with a bit of washi tape, and I will still be able to see my color code key that I'm going to place on the right hand side. I am going to use a stamp for this purpose, and I'm going to ink it up with one of my favorite inks, which is the VersaFine in black. I really like it, and later on I'm going to color them in so that I have the colors for each week. I can show you pics on my Instagram later on so you can see how my meal planning goes. Anyways, I am now going to place all of my tab die cuts. I really like having them on top. That works for me. And as the mini dory is so small, I actually cut a piece of it off on the ones that are to the far left and to the far right, so that all of them fits and you still can see a bit of them. And I'm also playing around a bit with in which order I want them to be and which ones I think work best with each spread. I have a very hard time deciding those things, but I end up using this one, and I am going to glue it down. And I think this is like the second or third month in a row that I forgot about I should have done this before. I should have glued the tab down before I glued down my monthly overview. I never learn. I don't know. I'm hopeless like that. Anyways, I'm placing the meal plan, and as I work more with ideas, I'm also using the stickers from the planner add-on to write out ideas, because on the left hand side I'm going to have a running list of meal ideas, and then I'm going to make like a square, and I'm going to use the color code to decide what week. And also I'm using more of those die cuts from the scrapbooking kit, the one that says what's for dinner, because I think that was very fitting. As I said, I will show you more pics on my Instagram on how that looks. And then I go to the far back of the planner, and I start by placing the die cuts from the back as well, and I start with my travel plans, and I cut, as you saw, like I did in the middle. I'm going to do the same here, cutting it off a bit so that it fits. And then I got it a bit crooked, so I couldn't live with that, because what if someone saw that my die cut tab was a bit crooked? I mean, what would people think of me? Oh Lord. Anyways, I keep on being indecisive, because that's just how I am. So I keep on playing around with what tabs to put where, but I'm moving along, so at least I'm getting it done, and that's what's most important. And here's another confession. The filming of this video actually took almost a week, so everything was spread out on my desk for almost a week. Not that it took too much time, but it was more sort of a question of running back and forth to my desk and doing, 2,000 different things at a time, because that's just how I roll. Yeah. So this one tab I'm going to rip a bit, because I wanted that quote to still be there, so that's why I have ripped it, and I think I kind of like that look. It will I guess it will stick anyways, so why not? So here's a quick flip through of the mini daisydori, of all the weekly views and all of the prepped pages that I've done so far. And as usual, the pages will fill up throughout the month, but this is my basic setup this month, and I always find a way to use most of the pages, which I kind of like. Something that I also wanted to show you this month was how I set my personal planner up. And first off, I'm going to punch holes as I order my inserts unpunched, and I'm just using a piece of paper that already has holes in it, and I align my one hole punch with the holes and just punch away. So it's really super simple. And then first I want my month at a glance, and then I use my week on one page, and I used some of the 3x4 cards to make dashboards because I didn't get the dashboard kit this month. I will probably get it next month because they are so fun. Have you seen them? Oh my god, those flamingos and the colors, I just love them. Anyways, I'm making a tab with some washi tape. I'm just folding it over and washi taping it to the top. It's that simple and it kind of works, so why not? For the daily pages, I am using the 4x6 card that came in the planner add-on, and I'm just punching holes, and I am doing the same with this dashboard. I'm just putting a tab or a washi tab, I don't know what to call it. As I really like to utilize the back of my dashboards, I put a stack of the notepad pages on the big dashboard and a couple of the sticky notes on the small one, so that I always have, a few in handy, because you never know when you're gonna need them, right? And the first thing I'm going to do to my monthly overview is just to put that reveal sticker in, and also I'm going to mark out the Stockholm Hobby and Crafts event, because those are the two first things that come to mind. And I get a bit of help decorating. My son has been sitting right next to me punching holes in a piece of paper, so that goes into my planner as well. Thank you so much for watching this time, and I hope I will get back to you soon. Bye!